Thank you very much. Kábíyèsí o, kádépẹ́ lórí kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. The organizer of this event, I want to congratulate you for yet another opportunity to bring us here again to come and learn, interact, and discuss about the future of the grassroots governance in Nigeria. Permit me to stand on the already established protocol as I bring warm greetings from the good working class, all the workers in Lagos State under the aegis of Nigeria Labour Congress. We appreciate the opportunity given to us to be in this room to learn, to discuss about grassroots governance. But to whom much is given, much is also expected. We expected to see more of the politicians or the political class, the so to say leaders, or those who position themselves for leadership positions and role, to be here. Nobody is an island of knowledge, but you grow when you bring yourself to a position to learn, unlearn, and relearn. There is no knowledge that is lost when you don't seem to look like you know it all, but you also expand the scope and the horizon of the knowledge that you grab here and there. It will help one way or the other. But having said that, we know that this year's theme is very apt, and it will help in the development of our grassroots, building the capacity, driving the sustainability, a new era for grassroots leadership and development. How do we build the capacity? Our leaders, they need to know and understand and grab the better idea on how they can build the capacity. So many only struggle for positions. When it is time again for elections, you will see struggles here and there. People will grab the neck of others, even when they know that they don't have much to offer. Don't let me say they don't have anything. There is nobody that could not be useful in one way or the other. But when they know that they don't really have much to offer, but just because they want to occupy the exalted seats, and that is why they need to come and learn in an environment like this. We need to do so much on our leaders, most especially those who lead in the grassroots, because they need to do so much on developing their skills and their knowledge. Many they engage themselves totally from the people of the grassroots. When they are voted into office, somebody that's supposed to be the chairman in Ojo local government, I'm just making an example, we now relocate to start living in Victoria Island, and yet you are the leader of those people in that grassroots. How will you understand their problems? How will you understand their issues? You are supposed to be in that community of those people that elected you into office, so that once you live amongst them, their problems become your problems, their issues become your issues. Gone are the days when in the past the leaders don't go around and about with security. They go around and about with people in those communities. In the evening after work, they sit together, they play together, they eat, they wine, they dine, and in the evening there will be tales by moonlight. They talk about stories and tales, and then they continue their lives like that. They go to river, they go to everywhere together. But these days, they have also, disengaged themselves from the people. Their doors are no longer open, and most of the time, they are not always accessible for those grassroots people who voted them into office. Are you providing any leadership? We need to build their capacity. They need to understand the reason why they are there. They are not there for themselves, but they are there to provide a quality leadership for those in that grassroots. They also need to improve on the processes and procedures. Many of them don't even understand the processes, and that is why they continue to make mistakes, and not only an ordinary mistake, costly mistakes that could be avoidable if they find themselves in a room like this, where they will learn the rudiments of the reasons. If they don't really understand the nitty-gritty of the duties ahead of them, they need to optimize the workflow, efficient operations, and they incorporate new systems that will help the peculiarity of that grassroots where they have been voted to lead and provide leadership. The sustainable development of that particular grassroots, the peculiarity of that particular area is different. There are differences from peculiarity from one place to the other, and they need to understand and grasp the resources and the organizational infrastructural capacity is also part of it. The infrastructure differs from one place to the other, from one grassroots to the other. So if they are not closer to the people, if they are not amongst the people, how will they understand the needs, the infrastructural needs of their people? How will they understand? Is it proper for a particular state where they don't even have traffic to start using the hard-earned money of that state to build bridges? Does it make sense? It will have been better if they can now harness the potentialities and build factories where they can train the locals to start producing, even if it's factory, fashion factory or whatever. Look at the peculiarity and the culture of the people around you, the grassroots. And we have also seen about driving the sustainability. How do we drive the sustainability? All those things are embedded here. When we look at this board, we look at everything that will make the grassroots and the leadership to sustain the no poverty. They have to build the grassroots to a level. They build the people, the economic viability of the grassroots, so that the people will not start coming to them to come and start begging for a source of living. They have to. We look at zero hunger. It's also part of it. Teach me how to catch fish. Don't give me fish. The leaders in our environment, they need to do so much in the grassroots. They need to empower those people within the grassroots. Like the place where I came from Badagry. If you want to empower our people, train them more on how to catch fish and buy them nets, boats. Tell them how to, do more on providing protein for Nigerians, and they will not go hunger. It will be also a source of making livelihood for themselves. Gender equality. It has just happened that some of the ladies that APC in Lagos, they said, yes, let's give opportunity to ladies, and they said yes on consensus for councillorship position. They have allocated this slot, but lo and behold, some leaders, they now have to start removing them and replacing them, even after APC in Lagos State has approved and has signed. And this is bringing the notion that me and you will know that there will never be a gender equality in this country. The patriarchal system is still here, and they don't want to go. They don't want it to go no sooner than now. The Beijing affirmation still states that 33% of women should be allowed in government. But what you see all the time, men allow the women to breathe. You are pressing their neck. Another one is equality education. If we fail to educate the grassroots, the people you don't educate, they will continue to dump their refuse on the waterway, the gutters. They will block the flow of water. They will do open defecation. They will do so much more. But education is very important. Orientation is very important. Communication is key. And don't keep mute. When you are in the grassroots, leaders, please affect the lives of those in the grassroots. Affect their lives in a positive way. And also lead by example. Do as you say, so that other people will also do as you are leading. But once you are leading and you are not leading right, you are taking one way, and yet you don't want every other person to do that. They will do it because you are leading by wrong examples. Let us lead by right examples. Industries, innovation, and infrastructure. If there are no infrastructure, definitely there can be no economic improvement and viability. So our leaders, they should stop the corruption. The corruption of wanting to get everything to yourself. Selfishness, personal interest above the commonwealth interest of everyone. If today you have 5 houses, you cannot sleep in more than one room. If you have 5 cars, you cannot drive more than 1 car at a time. And for you, it will even become a burdensome for you to start warming all your cars every day. Let us think about vanity upon vanity. Everything is vanity. If you can eat 3 times a day, and yet in your community, in the grassroots, people go and sleep with hunger, then you yourself don't close your 2 eyes all the time. It could be all the time for a thief, but one day for the owner. Once you are doing it, the people will revolt sometimes, someday. Decent work and economic growth. It is not good for you to, as a leader, you have been voted into office. You now think about it that poverty has left your family. You started taking your children to study abroad. All your family, you relocated and moved them abroad. Then so you care less about the grassroots that made you who you are, that tried to also give you life so that you can give to others. But the ladder that was given to you to climb up, you remove the ladder, so that the children of those in that grassroots and those community, they cannot now use that ladder, that same ladder you used to climb up, you remove it. Sometime, stay where you are up there. Don't think of coming down again, because if you want to come down, that same ladder that you remove, nobody will give it to you to come down. You will fall down. Let me just, because of time, look at all this. These are indices to the sustainability. And I just pray that those who need to come and learn, they will key into this program. It's once in a year. And I am so happy that I can see our young leaders. Please, take good examples. As you are growing up, let love lead. And let good and positive reasons lead in your heart. Don't look at what some of the leaders are doing. They are not doing it right. Don't copy their own example. Make the difference in our world. Because the leaders have failed you in one way or the other. You understand? When they were growing up, everything, most of the things were free. They went to school, they give them food free, they give them education, scholarship, this, that. But let us continue to hope and pray that Nigeria shall be well. It shall be well with Nigeria. Yeah. With this administration, we pray that God will direct Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and all the people in government to do the right thing for the grassroots and for Nigerians. Thank you for having us here.
A better round of applause for Comrade Funmi Sessi. Thank you.